Welcome to your Annapolis 2019 March market update. So before I dive into the weeds here and get to all the local level, first I want to talk a little bit about what's going on nationally and some of the trends and stats, and then we'll bring it back to Annapolis. So first, check out the map here. You can see this is an average days on market. And most of the country's below 75 days, and Maryland's rocking out between 41 and 60 days. So moving pretty fast, overall really healthy here. So better or worse, our world is moving fast, and the information, the on-demand nature of things are, they affect us very quickly, right? So the fluctuations of interest rates can really move a buyer off the fence to go purchase, or maybe to put the brakes on a little bit. So the good news here though, is that according to some of the big guys, Freddie, Fannie, MBA, and the National Association of Realtors, the expectation for interest rates for 2019 is that they're gonna stay fairly flat with a very modest increase over the year, heading up towards that 5, but probably more like 4.75% by the end of the year. We'll see if that holds true, but right now we're looking pretty good. So some other kind of wild things that are, I think are interesting, it all depend on your point of view. I know quite a few buyers that right now they're saying, hey, it's a hot market, things are moving fast, we're in multiple offer scenarios. Now, most of these people are first-time home buyers. But at the same time, I run into some other people who maybe this is their second home, who are like, whoa, man, I'm afraid of buying right now because I don't want the prices to decline. And I hear on the news that we might be heading towards a recession. Well, if you looked at my last market update, we kind of dispelled a little bit about that. But here's a couple things to check out. In the last 5 recessions, 3 of those 5, the average sold price still went up, not down. Pretty wild. Now, another big thing is there's a lot of people out there, the naysayers out there, that they look at the Case-Shiller report and they basically say, look over, the last 100 years, especially between 2000 now, here's the up and downs. And they're basically gonna say, we're due for a crash. And if I was only looking between 2000 and now, I might even agree with that if that was my only data point. But the thing is, it's not my only data point, and we have a lot more information to look at. So check this out. If we were gonna take the last 20 years, really the last 100 years, and you can kind of see the projection in terms of what the historical normal amount that the median sold prices have moved up by. Well, if you got rid of 2004 to 2008, you can kind of see it's going up in a nice steady incline. And guess what? The sold prices would be just about where they are now, as if 2004 to 2008 never actually even happened. Pretty wild. So, take this stuff with a grain of salt, but I would say you can see that the real estate market really is on track. We're where we're supposed to be. And I'm really thinking 2019 is going to be pretty solid. So what does this all mean? Well, quite simply, the national trends and the metrics are really saying that we have a healthy and stable market. That all said, real estate is local. So let's go ahead and dive into some of those local stats that I was mentioning earlier. So as of February, our closed deals are slightly up to 89 compared to a 5-year average of 81 homes. Interestingly though, our pendings, they're slightly down. There's a lot of factors that go into that, but our months of supply, we're holding steady in the low threes. Kind of talked about that last month, 3 before. I expect this to tick up just a hair as the spring market kind of hits and more homes come on the market, right? Particularly in Annapolis, you have a lot of waterfront stuff that kind of waits till things start to get a little green. Now, the median sold price is about $415, which is down from last year. But I don't put too much stock into this because there was a few oddball things that kind of threw things off between the government shutdown, some of the $1 million stuff that was in one zip code that's not now. And so there's a few things that kind of threw this out of whack. So really don't pay too much attention to it. No, 415 to 450, that's kind of where the median to average is going to lie for a lot of this. Now, one wild thing is our inventory is up 10% in Annapolis compared to last February. Again, more houses are coming on the market. Now, I've said it before, and I'm gonna say it again. This is the year that regular people start selling homes again. For a while, it was new construction and flippers, and yes, that stuff's still out there, but it's not like it was. This is the year that I believe that regular sellers take the mantle back, and you're gonna see the bulk of the action from them. Now, one curious stat is that the market kind of sped up in February. Now, personally, I believe this is a combination of a few factors. We had a low to steady interest rate, right? Number one. Number two, the inventory in December was super low and then jumped up in January. And then, of course, the government stayed open. You know, we're greatly affected by the government jobs around here. So no surprise, things kind of ticked back up. Now, also to no surprise, I did, just because I was curious, I broke down, you know, the price points between like 450 and below, you know, 450 to 700 plus. And really in that first time home buyer in that, you know, 350, 450 below, things did move faster. Really no surprise there, but I just want to see if the stats held true, and they do. So that's it, guys. The market is super strong right now. I expect that 2019 to be a solid year. If you have any questions on how this affects you, let me know. Leave it in the comments below or shoot me a message. I'm Brendan Spear with Caprika Realty. Thanks for watching my market update. Please give me a thumbs up and have a great day.